G'day, how are you? So I'm on the rocks, Sydney rocks that is, and I'm going to be attempting to have a go for a rock blackfish. Yep, aka black drummer, pig, whatever you like to call them. Super good eating, hard to land when they're big, really a challenge, you know, I just love them. So I'm going to be using prawns and bread for bait, hope to wrangle up a few fish. See you out there. Okay, grab a bit of bread burley that I've made up, mulch it up a bit. So this has been soaking for about, I guess, 5 minutes. A lot of anglers like it really, really wet. I like it sort of not so sloppy, so I can throw it a bit further as well. Here's my prawns that I've had. Here's my prawns that I've had defrosting as well. Look at those beautiful king prawns. Aren't they magnificent? If you're wondering if they are food grade, yes they are. They are certainly food grade. Alright, here we go. Look at that wave coming through, the little wave. It's going to splash me a bit. Yeah, I reckon it will. Ooh, ah, yes, certainly will. I might move that outfit now because if I don't, I might regret it. So that's a float outfit as well too, as you can see. Alright. So I could quite easily have a bucket here, but I've still got my two container system that I've got. I get plenty of comments, people saying, why do you have two containers? Well, it's so I can fish anywhere and burley up anywhere. You can have burley in your carry bag as well. So really it's optional what you do. Anyways, a little hole that I'm going to be fishing, a tiny little hole. It's probably only about maybe 2.5 meters, probably 2.5 meters square, I guess. So it's what is commonly called potholing. Potholing just means that you're fishing in amongst the boulders, like the cavities basically, you know. So, and the cavities could range from as small as a metre up to say 3 or 4 meters, and that's commonly called potholing. Fishing in amongst the boulders. Just right in close as well. Probably likely I'm going to be moving from one spot to another. Ooh, splashy. Even be a bit light. Fishing a very, very light ball sinker. Yep, might be even a bit light. Oh, I nearly went around the corner. Might slightly increase the sinker weight. if you're going to fish for pigs, on the low-lying boulders, expect to get wet. There's no doubt about that. Expect to get nice and wet. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, that's a pig. That was a pig. I think maybe that's not a pig now. First pickup might have been. Pecks. Good chance that was a pig. Moved over to the left a little bit. I'm getting nice and splashed. Actually, not so nice. Pretty cold. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, it's a good pig. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good pig. Oh, it's in a rock. It's in a rock. Oh, it's in a rock. Oh. Okay, stitch me up, well and truly. Am I going to get this out? So this fish has really reefed me up. Here we go, it's out. I got it out. Woo! Oh, it's a good fish, it's solid. That was solid fish. Probably at least a kilo. A bit more than a kilo. Oh yeah, a bit more than a kilo. Look at that. Oh yeah. Beautiful fish. Wonderful. Well, there you go, what a start. That is good. Very good. Nice little start. Anyway, I'm going to get back out there as soon as possible. Beautiful fish. They're actually perfect eating size as well. My leader is quite damaged there. I don't know if you can see it there. It's quite damaged. So I'm going to be changing my leader as well, my sectional leader that is. That's why I put on about 5 or 6 metres of leader. It enables me to be able to cut off a bit of leader if it gets damaged. And then I still got ample leader still left. So, as I mentioned, going to get rid of that really nasty damaged leader, as you can probably see. And it's at least 1.5 metres I'm losing too. So it's makes perfect sense to have as much leader as possible. I mean, I'm not saying have 10 metres of leader, but like if you have 5 or 6 metres, that's ample. It's more burley out there. Geez, I'd love to get half a dozen pigs. That'd be really good. I've got an old neighbour that I'd like to maybe give a fish. My bread shop is very generous of giving me bread as well. Family members. I mean, the list never ends. The amount of people you can give away fish to, but splashy. So you can see how difficult that was to land, just even 1.5 kilos. Here we go. Oh, there's definitely fish there. I got baited. That frothy white water, shadow, what a perfect combination. So you've got the cliff shadow and that frothy white water. Here we go, look at this. Ah, snag. Let's go back out. Just shows you how shallow it is. I could probably nearly stand, it'd probably be head height in depth. So it'd probably be, I guess 1.7, 1.8 metres. Pretty shallow hole. But they come into the shallows and they get in even shallower than that. You get them in 30 centimetres of water. especially at night. You can get them in extremely shallow water. Tell you what, a float rig would work well in here. Work quite well. Tyres are getting nice and full. Oh. Oh. Straight into the hole. Again, same hole. 12. So a very, very sharp rock. I'll just pull out of that. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't pull out of it. There you go, still on. Ooh. Woo. Look at that. Nice little porker. Woo! Bit smaller, that fish. Probably a good solid kilo. Yeah, another nice beautiful fish, probably about 38 centimetres I'd say. Woo! Awesome. Okay, so fish number 2. Well, for me that's a bellissimo moment so far. Keep running them into that rock. Well, the last 2 fish have anyway. Tried to run me into that rock. Must be their home. Because they're running me underneath that rock there. There must be a cave underneath there. That's worth noting that. Oh, here we go, another pig. Oh, straight in the same rock again. Oh, I'm going to try and bully this one here out. It's not too big. Or is it? It's a good fish, solid. Woo! Oh yes, a solid pig. Might even be as big as the first one actually. I think it is. Oh yes, look at that. Woo! Yeah, at least 40 centimetres that fish. Easily 1.5 kilos. Ooh, watch those spines. So I'm using the cloth because I'm bouncing across the rocks there, across the boulders to get from one spot to another. Wow, if they keep biting like this, I won't have to move. Okay, I'm going to use the cloth this time. There you go. Yeah, well over 40, I'm probably 43. Comes a wave. Woo! Big splash. Yeah, look at that. Prime pig. Beautiful. Right, in the bag that goes. Look at that beautiful black drummer. Probably about 1.5 kilos, I'd say. Nice little pond, and got my rope tied off. And it pays to have a long rope as well, so you might need to tie off several metres away. So having 4 or 5 metres of rope, cord that is, makes sense. Okay, so that pig goes into there. Yep, I'd say it's the biggest one. So I'm probably going to keep, that's if I get 4 or 5, but it's looking promising. I'm probably going to keep 4 or 5 of them and then start releasing fish, I think, if I continue. Could also be a short session, this one. Well, if I don't get another fish, I don't mind. I'm not too bothered. Right on the very end. I can feel it right on the very end there. I mean, a lot of anglers just would have thrown that out and went, look, it's only just a bit of fray. I'm only losing 20%, 25%, you know, maybe a quarter of my breaking strain, but that's enough. There's no point in risking it. I mean, the outer coating's been damaged, and if it hits another rock, it's just going to be more damage. You know? So, you know, you've got more to lose than not. You're better off just quickly replacing it. A lot of anglers don't want to replace it because they've got to keep tying knots, right? And the best place to practice knots is in your lounge room, in your garage. Tie a knot, cut it, redo it again, and just practice, and become faster. And the faster you become, the less of a headache it becomes to tie knots. Simple as that. I might try the float soon. Look at this, really straight away. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that was a pig. Boom, boom, boom. Very aggressive species. Very aggressive. Bouncing around on the bottom. Haven't had a snag so far, which is really good. That's not a very well presented bait, but I'm gonna throw it out anyway. Decent wave. Ooh. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, they're just big splashy waves. Full of air, not that much energy in it. They look dangerous, it looks ominous, but it's not. It's just, you're more so going to get wet rather than get washed off. Here we go. Definitely a pig. Look at this. Already had me reefed up. Little pig. So that fish is no doubt, that's legal. 32, 33, probably 33 centimetres I'd say, at least. There's plenty of meat on that, and it'd be enough for a meal for perhaps 2 people. Or a hearty meal for one. So that fish there is probably, say, 33 centimetres. It's more than that, more than big enough, but I'm going to release that. So pig number 4, how good's that? Okay, so quick release job for that one. Back into that frothy whitewater. So that frothy whitewater, if it lands into that, it's more of a softer landing for them. Anyway, back out there. All right, I'm going to try a float rig, I think. So I got an ISO float and I found it in amongst the rocks after an angler got snagged. Picked it up at low tide. There's a lot of people that use ISO gear nowadays. It's great. Works fantastic. And that float with a 01 ball sinker is sitting very, very well. Becomes a bigger wave, and it's time for me to bail. Oof, look at that. Woo, I would have got nice and wet. So I wasn't going to really endanger myself, but I would have got really wet. Anyway, I'm fishing just slightly heavier, but I think it may end up sinking the float. So it's just my own fault for being too stingy to go and buy them. I actually might get into them. So that swell might be slightly picking up as well. There are taller faces to the swell. Yeah, float's going under. Going down. So it's probably got like a neutral buoyancy to it, where it's disappearing a little bit. It's just going under just a little bit. So it's only going under very, very slowly, which is actually not bad. It's definitely getting bigger. I think if I can get out of that wash zone right in close, cast out a bit further, might be in for a chance for a pig out wider. Look at that white water, it's definitely getting thicker. A lot more white water. Can't even see my float. Oh, there it is. Oh, here we go. One on the float. Oh yeah, solid fish. Oh well, that's okay. It's quite a good fish. Maybe a little bit less than a kilo, or maybe a kilo, I'd say. Yeah, I guess say a good solid kilo. Awesome. So one on the float. There you go, one on the float rig. Nice pig, about a kilo roughly. Sweet. Oh well, it just shows you that the float rig does work if used correctly. But so what I needed was a larger float to be able to take more sinker weight. It does work okay. It's probably maxing out on the sinker weight that I'm using now actually. Yeah, so please mention in comments, I don't mind your point of view. I'm sure that I'm going to get a few comments. Anyway, pig number 4. Well, pig number 5 actually. But I'm keeping this one here. Well, I've got a beautiful feed of fish, and if I don't get any more pigs, I'm quite okay with it. I'd love to get one more, but... So my float's sort of under about 20 centimetres. Oh, here we go. Look, here we go. Oh. It's only a small fish. Yeah, now this one here is definitely under. Definitely undersized. How good's that? They all pull hard. They bite hard, they pull hard. People ask, well, my clients ask, how do you know that you got a pig bite? Well, for a start, they're damn aggressive. So I could have easily just stuck with the sliding sinker to the hook rig. That would have been no problems. Thought I was going to move around today. I think I need to. See what is a strong, it's a really strong ripping left to right drift there. 6 metres, 5.5 metres out off the rocks there. And I've had no bites. Most of the bites have been sort of within 3 metres of the shore. 3.5 metres, I guess. There's a bigger wave and more wash. Look at that. It's nearly closing out in the hole itself. Nearly closing out. What have we got here? Rock cod. Okay, so I'm just going to have a couple more throws and call it quits, I think. It's going to get dark soon. So I'll just put on a larger float, one that can handle a bit more weight. Here we go. What was that? Just a rock cod or? Come on, one more pig. One more. What's this? A wirra? I think it might be a wirra cod. It's fighting like one. Like a big dead weight. The wirra cod. I'd say it's at least 1.5 kilos or so. Anyway, I'm going to just cut it straight off because it's hooked down pretty deep. You know something, I'm going to go back to my sinker rig. Sliding sinker straight to the hook rig. You know, I don't really care if I don't catch anything else. It's getting late, I want to get back to the family. And I've got a nice feed of fish. I've got 4 pigs. I mean, it could have been 5. I could have kept the other pig. So rock cod. Kelpfish. Oh, just pulled out of the kelpfish, which is good. You know, I've got a lot of burley and I'm going to end up throwing it out, so I'm going to go and get the burley, the bucket of burley, and stacks of burley there. I'm going to rev up these pigs. So I was very, very liberal with the amount of bread I was throwing out then. About 3 or 4 times more than what I normally do. And I reckon this is going to rev them up. I could have moved to another spot. Probably found some bigger fish. Especially after catching the last few, which were a little bit smaller. I'm just satisfied with fishing this little pothole. It's really only 3 metres max by about 2.5 metres wide. Here we go. Is this a pig? Or is it just a rock cod? Yeah, it's just a rock cod. Bugger. Oh. Great, the hook come out. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, a bit more burley. That's gone off. There you go, loads of burley, but no fish so far. Oh, all over the rocks. What next wave will wash that in. Next bigger wave. There it goes. That amount of burley too could actually encourage them to eat more so bread rather than prawn bait. Maybe. I've got here Another wirra. You know, the old boot, the wirra cod, now worth about 15, 18 bucks a kilo. So for people that think that they're just useless, think again. And I'm just going to swing that in, and I'm going to call this quits, I think. I don't even think I'm going to have that last cast for a pig. I don't want to rig up, so that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab the fish and clean him down. 4 nice rock blackfish and a happy fisho. So it was a good outing. It was only a short outing, couple of hours, maybe not even that, hour and 3/4. So there you go, rock blackfish using floats and sliding sinker straight to the hook. I really appreciate you watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and hopefully I'll have more videos coming soon. Please spread the news about my channel, that would be fantastic. Cheers.